Aloha everybody. Aloha everybody. So I got a big announcement to make. I'm having a kid. I'm just kidding. This is for my brother and his sister-in-law. She's actually due in May, so that's really exciting. I'm gonna be an uncle, and I'm gonna be the coolest uncle ever. I'm gonna give them all the things they want, but not until they get to an age when they actually remember stuff. Because the one thing I don't understand is when kids are little, you know, like babies, like everybody gives them all these things, spends all these monies on their kids, but that's such a waste of money. So like, I'm not gonna give my kids anything until they're like 10 years old, because I'm just gonna save so much money and they won't even remember. Do you remember what you got when you were 4 for your birthday or 5 for Christmas? Of course not. So that's my mindset behind kids. So I'm just gonna swoop into my niece's life right around the age of like 5 or 6, and then she's gonna remember me forever as the coolest uncle. But really before that, I'm not even gonna give her anything but love and affection, of course. So yeah, what are we doing talking about this? Let's get back to the race to 50K. Week 14 of the race to 50K is over, and we made $508. So that brings us to a grand total of $18,100 after only 3 months of the race to 50K. Crazy, huh? So this video is a little odd for me to make because this week I didn't actually do much. I actually took a break and stepped away from social media and the race to 50K because I kind of went through a rough patch, and it's something that probably has been going on for a while, and I just didn't really realize it until, you know, this whole pandemic started and, you know, things had to slow down for obvious reasons. But it was good. I needed a break. I felt kind of lost. I had no direction in the race to 50K, and I just wasn't really happy. You know, I felt like I was doing stuff just to do it. I wasn't really doing it with purpose or intention, and that kind of got to me. And I took a couple days off and I reflected. I did some yoga, rested, and I feel good now. I just announced that I am starting the race to 50K back up again, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to have a great second quarter, and I'm ready to ease my way slowly back into the race to 50K. I'm not gonna jump head first and go crazy with jobs and trying to do stuff, because that's what I tried to do before. I tried to do a million things because I was scared of not doing anything at all. So I made a video explaining what I've been going through the last couple days, and if you wanna check that out, I haven't done this in a while. So if you want to check that out, the link will be up here, I think. So go check that out, and you can just hear me speak from the heart. Basically, pour my heart out to everybody on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, if you're new here, my name is Kamaka Diaz, and I'm that crazy guy trying to pay off $50,000 of student loans in 1 year. If you like this video, if you like what I'm doing, go click that like button, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram. I post daily stories of my whole entire life, all in the name of full transparency. I also have a website called theracetofiftyk.com. I'm looking to kind of upgrade it, make it nicer, and drive more traffic there. And I also have a Facebook page where I post daily, and this thermometer, which I update every single night. So I'm trying to find a new direction and kind of find that balance in my life again, so I'm not too stressed out and overwhelmed by things. So this week I had some awesome donations as usual. I also got a late payment from a job I did in February where I watched my friend's house and fed his cats and cleaned his window, and we just never crossed paths after that because he went on a trip, and then we tried to meet up and we actually did hang out, and he forgot the money, so he eventually just PayPal'd me. So I got that. Helped my brother with some yard work. So I've been sick, and you know, I was going through some stuff, but the real moment of clarity came when I went to pick up some gravel with my stepdad. So I was shoveling it in our yard, and I was just going at it, you know, starting to sweat, back was getting sore, and then the rain started falling, and I'm like, I don't want to stop. I just let the rain fall on me, and I just kept going and kept shoveling, and in that moment I realized that was the happiest I've been in a while. And I think I was thinking that I felt like that because what really makes me happy and what I use to, you know, what I use as coping mechanisms and stress relievers are like sports or being active and just being out in the community. And since that was taken away from me because of, you know, the whole stay-at-home thing, I feel like I haven't really been able to do that. And even before, you know, I never did many things for my personal health, you know, like say go surf or just go for a hike or do whatever. I kept doing things for others, and I kind of forgot about myself. So from now on, I'm going to put an emphasis on myself and my personal health, my mental, emotional health, physical health, everything. It was a big breakthrough this week, even though, you know, I wasn't focused on making money like the other weeks, but now I'm focused on doing what I can to contribute to the race to 50K, but also keep myself happy. So that's the main goal from here on out. So I also got $50 something from my Patreon supporters, and I don't think I ever mentioned my Patreon supporters, and they've been supporting me since January. Some people have been supporting me since January. Some people are new. I got about 6 people. I know most of them. I just want to give a personal shout out to Colin Peterson, John Lee Aguayani, Jenna Smith, Dennis Kauka Jr., Michaelani Diaz, and Alyssa Locke for supporting me on Patreon these last couple months. You guys are awesome, and I know I'm the worst because I don't fulfill any of those tier requests or tier requirements, but I'm gonna try to see what I can do and see how I can repay you for you being so kind and generous towards me and giving me monthly income. So that is really nice of you, and I appreciate you all. And if you want to become a Patreon supporter, I got the link in my bio below, so go check that out. So early on in the week, this girl Zoe said that she had some recyclables that I could pick up, but things happened and I never went and got them, and she eventually just recycled them for me and gave me the money, which was $19. And stuff like that is just so sweet to me and so thoughtful. So thank you, Zoe. Thank you to everybody. And thank you to everybody for sending me supportive messages and just being with me through this time and understanding what I was going through, because it happens. You know, struggle's a part of life, and I'm not one to stray away from it. I'll face it head on. Difficulty is part of the journey. And you know, literally what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And you know, struggle isn't fatal. It's just an opportunity for you to grow, and that's how I always see it. And I feel better. I feel like I've grown. I feel like I've come out of this a better person, and I'm ready to share that with everybody and share my life again with everybody and continue on towards my goal of paying off $50,000 of student loans in 1 year. So not much else to share. It was an awesome week. I got to hang out with my siblings a lot. We played a lot of board games. I had Pancake Sunday this past weekend. That's my specialty, making pancakes. Yeah, and I had an adequate amount of rest, and I recharged. And this week I'll be setting some stuff up, and like I said, easing my way back into the race to 50K, not doing too many strenuous things, but I do want to help, and I do want to get back out in the community and do what I can. So if you have anything for me to do, reach out to me, as long as it's 6 feet apart. You know, my old motto was anything as long as it's legal, and now my new motto is anything as long as it's 6 feet apart. So reach out to me, continue watching my videos. I have a lot of content that I'm gonna put out. I wrote a poem about social media that eventually I want to get recorded, but I'm just waiting for the right time and the people to help me. So stay tuned for that. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time to be alive, even though it's a really boring time. But you know, there's a lot of things that we can do, and we just have to find ways to keep ourselves occupied and stay busy. So that's what I'm trying to do, and so I'm just trying to add a little more structure into my life, because I'm somebody that likes structure. So I'm gonna try to do like a weekly Instagram live video and have kind of like alternating days in the house, outside the house, doing things on my computer, doing things like yard work, just to, you know, add to that balance in my life and, you know, help me get outside and get active and not feel so stuck inside the house. I think that's all. Mahalo to everybody. Again, mahalo. I just always say thank you. Maybe I should start saying gracias or misocha, which is Malagasy for thank you. We'll see how this week goes, and stay tuned. So it's been over like 2 weeks since I finished that mini fat mac challenge, where I gained weight and then I lost it and tried to get back into shape again. So I'll be editing that video and finally finishing that. So stay tuned for that, which I really hope I get out this week, and then next week we'll have the next weekly recap of the race to 50K. So, alright, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. Ahui ho, kako. Uh-oh.